Hey troops, ready to work? Ready to work? Yay! All right, baby. Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. I'm just showing you what type of day it is out here. It just now quit raining. It's Sunday morning, about 8 o'clock, maybe just before 8 o'clock. And it has been raining all night. Last week, I ripped out this upper pond and my water feature that I had here. I was going to work on that today, but it's quite muddy and I don't want to make a disaster over here. So I just wanted to show you what I'm up to there, and I will get to that in another video. So today I have some helpers coming in. Let's see what the Hoss crew is up to. A little history. So about 4 years ago, Dawn and I were out in Scottsdale, Arizona, and it was just one afternoon we rented e-bikes and we went for a ride. And as we're riding, of course, I had my phone with me. And I said, hey, Dawn, I really like these e-bikes. You know, that was the first time I've ever ridden one. I said, I think we should get some. They'd be fun at home. And that night, I started getting e-bike pop-ups on my phone from different companies. Do they listen to us? Yes. So give us a story on, has that ever happened to you? That's no coincidence. That had to be how it is. So with that being said, I would really like a Corvette. I think we should get a Corvette, Donna. What do you think? I think we should get a Corvette. I would really like a Corvette. Okay, back to the video. So today's video is brought to you by PuckyPuppy. It's a Husky Plus e-bike trike. Now we've done a lot of e-bike reviews, and I don't think we've done a bad bike. Some are, have they all have their each individual little twists and do different things. They all seem to do what they say they're going to do. So I hope this is the same way. So this has been here about a week waiting for me to do. So today the boys are coming over and two little girls, sorry about just scanning my messy garage. They're going to come down and help us do this. So this is going to Stephen and Rachel. I thought it'd be fun up at their place. It has a little bin in the back and they can pile some stuff in it, go for hikes up in the woods. It's a, how do I say this? It's a less aggressive e-bike. Like the couple little boys up the street here that you all know, I don't think this is the e-bike for them. But the younger girls up at Stephen's place, I think they're going to have a blast with this and really, really have some fun with it and put it to good use. Let's get it open and we'll talk about it further. I hope you enjoy the video. Stick with us. We will be back pouring concrete tomorrow. Okay, I got just about all the packaging opened up. I thought this would be a good time to come off time lapse and show you what I found. If I do this inside or outside, as you saw, I just cut the cardboard and I usually build it right on top of that. If I'm doing it by myself, something falls over, I don't want it to get damaged before I even get it put together and used. So it can just fall on the cardboard and it's usually okay. If it falls in the driveway or on the concrete floor, you might get a scratch. I kept a garbage can close by. You can see how much packing came with it. Like, you know, just fill it into the garbage can. As you unpackage it, make sure you get all the material out though. And you don't want to throw away. There was a set of keys in with the batteries that fell into the garbage can as I was taking that off. So make sure you keep everything kind of together. It came with a nice toolkit and a bicycle pump. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but you know, at least they gave you decent screwdrivers to work with if you don't have your own. A good thing to do is I usually tape or zip tie these to the bike so that when we're out riding, if something comes loose, if somebody needs something, we have it close by. My bike, I have rope, a toolkit, and I think a couple pieces of wire. Whenever we go bike riding, if the boys don't fully charge their bike, and it's always the boys. Yeah, Pap, I'm good. I'm fully charged. Okay, so we get there and they have 2 bars. So we get out on the trail, and I think they just enjoy me towing them back because that's always fun. You probably shouldn't do that, but yeah, we do a lot of things we shouldn't do. So here, reading through the instructions, and what I didn't notice whenever I opened this up, this is a folding trike. So this will swing around and clip together, and that probably makes it hauling in a SUV or the back of a pickup truck maybe a little bit easier, rather than trying to pick up the whole thing together and stuff it in to a minivan or something. Maybe you could get 2 in a minivan rather than just one all put together. So I'm waiting on some helpers, and we'll keep moving forward on this in a second. Okay, it's about to get a little bit noisy in here. Reading through the instruction book, this is a 750 watt motor, a 48 volt battery. Give it a full charge before using, and it charges in about 6 hours. The first couple of steps, do these steps in order. It does make a difference. It makes the whole thing go much easier, as I found with other e-bikes. Unfold the frame, latch it together. There's a note in here. Be careful of these wires. Don't pinch them, tear them, twist them. Make sure when you fold that they all stay nice and straight. Secondly, we're going to put the handlebars on, and then the front tire and fender and lights. Whenever you're doing the tire, use 2 people, maybe even 3. Somebody hold the bike up and then position the wheel on. And Austin's here, Caleb's outside, the girls are here, so it's going to get noisy. I wanted to cover that part real quick. The rack, the slots, there's a big gap and a little gap. The little gap, this is the back of the bike. The seat is right here, and this is the back tire back here. So it does matter which way this goes on the bike. And there's little brackets here for the fender. Hey troops, ready to work? Ready to work? Yay!
Whoa, check that out. That both independent suspension. Yeah.
What are we building?
We're gonna build a trike, and then we can take it down and get some ice cream. Whoa, easy. When you get that? When you get that? We'll be right back. Okay, with my helper, Miss Ellie, we're going to tighten up the front wheel. Now, I wanted to give you a nice close-up here. This is important. There's washers that go on the inside as well as washers on the outside. And there's a little hook on it. And as you can see, I'm rolling it up. Loosen this up some, and it'll go right in this hole and lock the tire on. Okay. All right, you can finger tighten it And then, go ahead, tighten it up. How's that tongue?
Good.
You're silly. Okay, so we'll check that. Make sure that little nub gets in that hole. Both sides. See, the hole is open. Rotate that washer around. Oh, come on.
Hey.
Make sure both sides. We're going to double check this and make sure we don't want that front tire coming off. Okay.
So you have 2 sets of keys.
Tighten those up. Okay, with the tire nice and straight and handlebar straight, fold them down. Go ahead and fold them down to you. And tighten this
I did.
nut up. I'm showing the viewers.
Oh.
Make sure that's tight. I'll double check that from Austin. Make sure everything's straight. Lock it in. And we are good. What?
It's on in there.
That's where I sit.
No.
That's where I sit. So as we're finishing up, a couple of things. We had the forks spun around backwards. So make sure your bracket here is above the forks. That way the light assembly connects on. Now, I didn't have to say that. I just want to make it easier for you guys in building this together. Make sure this is forward, not back. That'll line everything up nice and tight in here. Key. Now, I put the fenders on here. Small holes go to the front. Small brackets go to the back. Bigger brackets go to the front. They give you a diagram right here. Follow that. And even following that, you can see they're plastic fenders. Thanks. They're a little bit crooked. I loosened, adjusted. I might have to round this hole out in a bigger washer. I'm not sure. I'm not too worried about that right now. What I did want to say was this chain's kind of loose. So what Steven and I did, excuse me, Austin.
Sorry.
Loosen this up, and then you can tighten. There's usually a scale to follow, but you want to bring them ahead evenly. As I tighten this, watch the chain.
Do you want me to hold the camera?
Yes, please. The viewers really appreciate that.
There's probably a 1/4 inch of thread sticking out.
As I tighten, see how that chain is just snugging up? Now you want a little bit of play in it, but not too much where it's going to come off. Let's get one more turn. I like that.
How does
you can
this
see it's
one
not
feel?
overly tight.
This
and,
one's
and
good.
this has the Shimano shifter will keep tension on that, so that's no problem. So I'm about the same, Steve, 1/4 inch. I don't see a scale. Sometimes there's little notches. So just eyeball that. You can count threads, but keep them even so you're running nice and true. Yay, it's all done. Get in. Well, that only took, what, about 10 seconds? So, yeah. Hour and a half. So we got our reflectors on. There's a lot of extra pieces here, which is nice. They give you some extra brakes. We checked the brakes. There's brake pads in every brake, so they give you extra ones. Extra nuts and bolts. Got the headlights on. Power up. We'll go over the features of it here. Are you ready? Will would even move. We didn't even start it yet, but let's.
Here, Billy.
Helmets. I like it. Wow, did it get nice out? Okay, getting the helmet on. You getting in, V?
Alright, you ready, Ellen?
Okay, hold on. It's the middle child. Okay, hold on.
The middle child doesn't need a helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you guys. And away they go. Off to college. Look at these two. Okay, Austin's never ridden a trike before. You don't lean, you just turn. It's just
trike.
different than a bike. It's a trike.
Hang off the inside when
Yeah.
you're turning. Takes you back to my racing days.
So be careful on it, learn it, check some reviews. There'll be a link in the description. We'll get you a nice discount and we'll talk about it here in a little bit. Yeah, through the mulch. It is quite windy when you're going 20 mile an hour down the hills. 18 mile an hour.
I know what.
He hasn't stopped talking yet. What's up, buddy?
That's the kidnapping ice cream truck.
We hear an ice cream truck around here somewhere.
Wow, what is the kid?
But I think instead of ice cream, let's go get some hot chocolate. Great little thing to zip around town, get some groceries. Austin said it was weird to ride, but he's never ridden a trike before. So that is the difference. Whenever you're parking this, we discovered there's a parking brake. Squeeze the brake and engage this lever. And engage that lever. Now it holds the brake on and the bike won't wander away. Let's go get some hot chocolate.
Cute.
Boom! Well, no ice cream today on our bike ride, right? We'll do too cold, freezing out here. So we found this, what's that, roaming bean food truck. So we'll do some hot chocolate. Oh, that looks good. We got a donut and some hot chocolates.
That's not mine.
Thanks for helping with the video. Okay, I finally want to close out this video on the Puckipuppy trike. I've had this for about 2 weeks now, and I'll tell you the truth, I don't want to give it up. I told Rachel that she could have it to ride the girls around. You know, they fit back here and they have a blast in there. But as you can see, if you follow the channel, Concrete with the Hosses, my son lives there, I live here, my daughter lives over there. So I am constantly back and forth, you know, working on little projects with them and helping them fix things. What have I been working on? A little bit of everything. This has come in so handy, I don't want to give it up. Sorry, Rachel. No, you can have it, but I might have to get another one of these. So in closing this video out, let's just go over some of these functions that another e-bike I have didn't have this. So just press and hold the up and down button for about 3 seconds, then you'll get into function settings. So scroll brightness, hit the power button to select it. Level 1 being the dimmest, level 3 being the brightest. So hit OK once you pick the level you wanted. So scroll down, units, you can go to kilometers or miles. So here we'll stay with miles, hit OK. So go down to startup mode. This was kind of neat. So startup mode, free mode or safe mode. So free mode, and you can see I'm in safe mode now. If you turn the throttle, the bike doesn't move. You have to pedal. So you can see it goes back to standard if you don't do anything. So let's go down to that startup mode, select. If you go to free mode, just hit the up button. You'll see the check will go up. Now, we'll let that zero out. When you turn the throttle without pedaling, the bike will move. So you put it on whatever setting you want. I just wanted to go over that. I didn't see that in my other bikes. That's a nice feature. Be careful though, if you're walking beside it with a bike, you know, the tire's back here, just be aware that tire's right there. If you're walking, keep your body away from it so this back tire doesn't catch your heel. Other than that, it's very, very intuitive and easy to navigate through. You can go down to trip setting, I think is the last one. And trip setting, yes or no, you can log your miles for the day. So I didn't care about that, I just left it on no. And we'll go back to hit the light button and it takes you back to main screen. Power 5. And battery life, we're at number 3. Of course, we've traveled 10 miles and we have it's been on for about 4 hours. We're in eco mode. So that's about it on the PuckyPuppy. It's a fold-up bike. We went over that. I think we covered a lot of material. Always, always, always check reviews. Talk to somebody other than myself that's had it for more than 2 weeks. And if anybody on the channel has a comment about this, please leave it on the channel for other viewers. Thanks again for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. If you like this, we'll get you a discount. Summer is here.